CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN.
Guys, the Chickens here bringing you another Beach video. In today's video, guys, I don't have a ton of new Warship stuff. Basically, we've made some improvements. It's been going well, but I've been doing the same kind of thing that I did the last video. So what we're going to talk about today, to make it even more exciting, is we're going to go over... Oh, Discord's updating. We're going to go over... Let's back it up here. We're going to go over what I think would be a really cool update to have in Warships. So we're going to go over the Chickens kind of ideas. I want to get your guys' thoughts, feedback, and then I'll throw it at Supercell, and maybe they'll listen to us. Maybe they won't. But yeah, I think overall it's some cool ideas that would definitely be worth taking a look at. Also, guys, I know I did the Clash Clans book giveaway for everyone that became a channel member. I've yet to get any members, so I think I'm just going to combine it into the code chicken giveaway. So if you're interested in the book, just send me a screenshot of you using the code, and I'll get you entered in that. All right, so let's get into some replays. I'll show you guys these two replays, and I'm going to go over kind of my ideas here. I wrote some notes down here. So the biggest thing I feel like Warships needs is the more incorporation of task forces, more being able to share with your task force things to strive for together. Kind of similar to the main base in some ways, but here's what I got. So a new task force leaderboard specifically for Warships, combining rank and stars. So this combines, obviously, you know, what we just said, you know, you're at rank 23, 23 and 60 stars, then that contributes, you know, to the overall rank of the task force. Task force Warship Wars would be really cool. Obviously, Task Force Wars would be really awesome. I think bringing it in on the Warship side would be, you know, it's a bit of a stretch, it's a bit of a dream, but this is kind of the Chicken's wish list. I think that would be super cool to have Task Force Warship Wars. Now, I'll break down how that would work in a second. I think a small change that would be really good, and that is definitely kind of needed and kind of has to come at some point, is just being able to simply share replays within your task force on the Warship side. Currently, there's no way to do that, which is kind of annoying, especially when you're talking strategy and stuff. What mostly happens, and what most of you guys probably do, like if you're trying to share attacks with somebody, you don't hop into someone's task force. Instead, you screen record it and send it to them, like on Telegram or Discord or something. So a lot of people probably just don't do that, and then I feel like you lose that kind of interaction that we, you know, share with your task force and share, you know, the feeling of community within the game. So that's kind of lost on the Warship side, and I don't really like that. I think each and every season should allow for a full tech tree reset. What I mean by that is the way it works now. Every season, depending on how well you finish, you carry over some stars. The higher up you place, and it gives people an advantage because they start out with more tech. They start out at, you know, they get more stuff off the tech tree, depending on how well they finished in the previous season. I'd like to see a full reset every single season. I'd also like to see longer seasons. We talk about that all the time. That's why I didn't include it here. But yeah, I'd like to, you know, change up that format a little bit. I think would be a good way to freshen up. This one's just for the Chicken. Warship begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Sunday night for the West, not 4 a.m. Monday morning. That is like, you couldn't pick... They literally could not pick a worse time. I know it's based on probably Asia more so, or whatever. I don't know what it's based on, but like 3 or 4 a.m. on Monday morning, you know, from my time zone, I know it's different by an hour, but for most of us, it's the middle of the night. That's literally the worst. It's literally the worst the time that they could pick. Like, what would be a worse time than that? Like early, middle of the night on a Monday, you know? Just doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll get into a live attack here. Now let's talk a little bit more about Warship Wars, guys. So this gets a little bit convoluted, but I think it's a cool idea. And, you know, obviously all the stuff I'm saying, it's going to have flaws in it. These are just simply ideas that I'm just kind of throwing out to see what you guys think in general. So Warship Wars. So the last 3 days of each season, we will be matched up with a task force of similar combined stars. That's all that it would be based off. Would that work? I don't know, but it sounds good to me. Yeah, I think that's a good way to kind of make it somewhat even. But I mean, you know, we would have to see how that would work, obviously, and change it kind of as needed. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break from talking as we play. Okay, so there will be one prep day followed by 4 to 8 hours to complete 3 attacks. Kind of copied over from Clash of Clans if you guys do play that game. Basically, you have like a scout day, a prep day, and then you have your battle day. I think allowing for 48 hours, 48-hour battle times, that just makes it easier for everyone to get their attacks, and it's not such a time crunch. Maybe they want to make it on a 24-hour period, I don't know. But I think it would be cool to kind of, you know, have that much time to be able to really kind of lock in what attack strategy you're going to use and things like that. I just think it would be good because it'd be easier for everyone to get their hits in, which is, you know, the most important thing. You don't want anyone to be capped by a time crunch, because then that's no fun for anybody. So each task force member is matched against the opposing task force member with the most similar tech, then stars if tech levels are equal. Again, just trying to make it as fair as possible. You know, you don't want to be matched up against somebody that has way more or way less than somebody else. Then that becomes not so much fun. I'm really screwing up this attack here, guys. This was a strange base. I think did this guy have 5 engines and I lost to him? That seems to happen a lot. I don't know why. Yeah, the 5 engines kind of throw me off, but yeah, the battles are not player versus player, so it's not like a live attack, so you're not like queuing up and waiting for them to come online. That wouldn't make any sense. It's just the base, so there's plenty of time to scout or plan. And this is where it gets interesting. So the winner of each war, oh, we almost won that. The winner of each war, each task force member will receive a 1 to 3% boost of any offense or defensive stat of their choosing for the following season. I think this is cool because it provides that incentive that, you know, you do get some benefit out of participating in the wars. And that could be a 1 to 3% boost in troop health, troop damage, building health, building damage. I said 1 to 3%. Again, I don't know if that number would actually work. Where, you know, you'd want it to be like a small boost, but not something that's like, you know, if you don't win the war, then you're screwed for the next season. I think it would just make it a little bit better. It's not necessarily so crazy that you wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be competitive anymore. And the last point, guys, members of winning task forces will have a glowing name the following season to highlight the previous season's victory. I think that's kind of cool too. If you guys play Clash Royale, if you buy the season pass, your name is glowing. I think something like that would be super interesting. And again, just kind of benefit the people that are really into Task Force Warship Wars. The name sucks too, Task Force Warship Wars. That's really quite a mouthful. I'm sure you guys could think of something better. But let me know what you think of that. Do you think the chicken's right on or way off? Either way, definitely chime in down below. I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts, concerns, feedback, inquiries on this one. So let's try to end things off on a win here. That was kind of hard because I was trying to read from that script and play at the same time. Doesn't always allow for the best. 1, 2, 3 for the best of. You guys know the rest. And bang, 1, 2, 3 again. Now I always take out the Doom Cannon. I find that's usually a safe bet to get rid of. I'm gonna shock the blaster over here so Bullet can get his knuckles off. Come on, bully. There you go, you big dummy. Alright, let's shock over here on the launcher. And I think we'll wait a sec. And let's hit him again. He's in a really nice spot. Ooh, that was a nice shock knuckle. Okay, we got the rocket launcher down there. Let's throw a med pack down here for the bombers. And, okay. Let's do another shock knuckle over here. And I'm going to shock the launcher back here. And at this point, we're getting close to, we need to flare soon. So let's start to do that. And I think I can actually take down this. Oops, didn't need to do that. And flare the next one. A little bit slow, but that's okay. And shock there. As soon as their volleys go up, we want to switch over. And 240, 238. 238 is not a bad time, guys. Let's see how we do. This guy started really late, so I have no idea if he's crushing us or what's going on. So let's take a peek. What did we get? 238, so he's got 18 seconds to finish the base. I don't think that he's going to do it, so I think we're going to be able to hold up on this one. But yeah, guys, let me know down below in the comment section what you would like to see if it's not Task Force related. Just whatever updates you'd like to see come to Warships, because I feel like it's time that they pump out a Warship-specific update after, you know, we did just get the new main base update, which was really cool, don't get me wrong. But I think it's time. I think it's time for a nice Warship update. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys would want that to look like. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Keep in mind that I am doing the code chicken giveaway soon. And if you want the Clash Clans book, I'm just going to give it away to somebody that uses the code. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.